And then Automata 3, again, imaginatively titled Automata 3, which has a 3 after it. Because all good things come in 3s, so I'm told. And that one has a green cover. It's like my shoe. I don't know what I'm talking about. So rather than give you the flashy, graphic-driven demo, I thought I'd do a sort of piece to camera and talk about some of the effects. One of the ones that I've been doing in my lecture recently is getting, and when people have seen the video, they've really liked it, and I'm pleased to say it's one of mine, and it's called ACAN, and you produce a full tin of baked beans, just like that. Cheese, tomato soup, pizza, you know, general things, pint of milk, spaghetti, all that stuff.
Okay.
What we're going to do is mix them up. So we get a, in fact, you mix them up. That's it. Now, it's fair to say that this is a random item from a random shop that you just cut to.
Yeah.
All right, so have a look at whatever it is. Don't tell me, but have a look. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're supposed to be going to the shop for now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Put it back. Is it fair to say you handle the cars the whole way and that's a random item that you've got? Would you be impressed if in here I had that very item?
Yes.
I mean, written down, obviously. It's not going to fit in there, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
What is the item that you went to the shops for?
A tin of baked beans.
A tin of baked beans, and would you be impressed if I show you that right there is the barcode for a tin of baked beans? If you were to go to the supermarket and have them scan that, it would come up Heinz baked beans 59. Can you sort of read what it says up the middle of the barcode there? If you just shut one eye. Can you sort of see?
What?
What does it say?
Tin of baked beans.
A tin of baked
You were
beans. Check it out.
joking.
Have a good look at it. Isn't that something? That's
What
not
the
all
hell?
in it. There is something else in here, of course. It's a tin of baked beans. Pretty cool, right? I mean, I know that every magician I've ever spoken to has expressed a real desire to produce a tin of beans. I know I'm not alone. Next one I want to talk about is by Gary Jones. And wow, this is, I know it's cliche, but this could have been released on its own. Espionage, for ease of use. But I was, again, my clever titles, I put ESP in capital letters because it uses ESP cards, and then I put ionage on it. It's admittedly confusing, but it is a great trick. Have a look.
I've got a whole bunch of shapes here.
Okay.
So in a moment, oh, by the way, these shapes, there's nothing on the backs of them. They're just plain back, so there's no way I can know which ones, which of them mixed up, and then just... Okay. You have one? Oh, that was interesting. Oh, it's like really, oh, that was very interesting. Can I just borrow your wrist a minute? Just relax your hand. Yeah, you kind of tapped here twice, here and here. Yeah, I'm going to say you chose the circle. Am I correct? Can I just check? It is indeed the circle. Right, can we try that again, please? But this time we're going to try a completely different experiment. I want you again to mix them up, but I don't want you to look at one this time, so I want you to mix. Right, can I look round?
Yeah.
Right. No, neither of us know what's in there.
No.
What's interesting there is I want you to grab hold of my wrist just here, right, and I'm going to tap each one, and if you get a feeling for any one, I want you just to shape stop, okay?
Okay. Stop.
Stop here. That was on the triangle.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I don't know, you take it yourself. Open it up. You stopped on the triangle, yeah?
Yeah.
I told you it was a great trick. The system, and it is a little system that Gary uses here, and it's so clever. I mean, it's fooled everybody, and myself included when I first saw it. He has another trick on there. It's a Visa Cabaret type effect. Stephen Tucker's Visa Cabaret, using the same type of system, and it is worth the price of entry. Next up, I want to talk about another one of mine. It's called Purple Monkey, and it's like an expansion on the old Grey Elephant in Denmark trick, but it's quite memorable, and I think you're going to like it. Have a look at Purple Monkey.
Okay.
So let's start with the first question. It says, can you think of a planet in our solar system that starts with that letter?
No.
That's no problem. We'll move on to the next one. Can you think of a colour that starts with that letter? You can think of a colour. And can you think of a zoo animal that starts with that letter?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And again, we'll jump to the last letter. So now you've got a colour and an animal and a new letter, the last letter of the animal, yeah?
Yeah.
B. And let's imagine that, what did you get, a musical instrument?
Yeah.
Well, let's imagine then that the animal of the strange colour is playing that musical instrument.
Okay.
Yeah? So in your head, do you see what I'm saying now? By doing the random test, getting the random letters, having new letters each time you form this image, and presumably, had I asked you to think of a weird image, you wouldn't have thought of what you're thinking of right now.
No.
Do you see it? Right, so you see why it's the point of it is. Tell me, what is the image that you have in your mind right now?
An orange elephant and a trumpet.
An orange elephant playing a trumpet.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's double-sided, but there's also an inside. And inside, bizarrely, we find an orange elephant
That's mad.
playing a trumpet.
How did you do that?
I never done it, you did it. See what I did? It's not a purple monkey at the end, it's an orange elephant. The next thing I want to tell you about is another one of Gary's, and a complete fuller. And it's so clever, and it's based around the old rock, paper, scissors game. Great hook, great trick. Have a look.
And when you've decided on which hand's going to win, hold that position for me.
Okay.
Right, go. So you've gone with your right hand, so that's your right hand beats your left hand. If you'd like to hold that, I'm just going to put that here on number one. So we're going to put on here, right hand wins. So and then just decide on to change one of those two hands. So you've gone with, so is that your left hand beats your right hand, isn't it? So we're going to put it here. So your first game, your right hand won, second game, your left hand won. I want you to change either hand again, your choice. So you've gone back to your right hand again as well. Okay, so that's scissors, yeah. Just show it to the camera. We have right hand wins, left hand wins, right hand wins.
How do you do that then?
Well, we'll take it a stage further. We'll have a game now against me. 1, 2, 3. See? Paper, paper. We both went for paper. And I said there's inside here there's a prediction.
Yeah.
There's only one. If I could just open it up, please, and show it to the camera and read it out.
We both draw paper. Did you know that?
I know everything.
Now that trick is a fuller, right? The rock, paper, scissors thing of Gary's, it's absolutely phenomenal. And again, I think worth the price of entry because it's easy, self-working stuff, like all of the material on these DVDs. So, how about, hey, do you like book tests? On Automata 3, I've put a new one, and it's what I'm opening my lectures with. It's getting great reactions. Magicians are very sort of keen on the on this because it's completely impromptu. Any book, any time, and it's a killer. It's a fuller. I'm doing it all the time. Check it out. It's called Any Tome Anywhere. Choose any book.
This one.
Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, an excellent choice.
Yeah.
So I don't want to know what numbers you're putting in, but put in any 3-digit number.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And you said 7, right?
Yeah.
Then hit 7 and get equals, and then you should have, is it what, you got a 3-digit number?
Yeah.
Did you ever read this book?
No.
If I was to look through and think of, like I'm thinking of a word right now, could you tell me what it was?
No.
So you appreciate that any number between 1 and 28 multiplied by a completely random number that you generated on your calculator gives us a page. Have you got like the first word or two?
Yeah.
Okay, put the book down. The first word's longer than the second.
Yeah.
The second word starts with a G, right? So G.
Yeah.
The first word is about crowding or getting. The second word is about a group. I want to say group, but it's not quite group. It's more aggressive than that. It's like collective group. Or think of the first letter of the first word. That's an S.
Yeah.
2 R's in the middle.
Yeah.
The words that you're thinking of are. It's not groups. Gangs, surrounding gangs. Is that the two words you're thinking of? Well done.
That's really good.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I did do this for a living. Book test. Any tome, anywhere. You know the saying, right? Anytime, anywhere. Tome is sort of another word for a book, and so instead, so yeah, that's just a brief look at some of the effects. There's a lot more stuff on there. There's a variety of different tricks. Several of the props that are used are included as printable PDFs. One that I didn't show you is David Regal effect that he kindly allowed us to put on, called The Secret, and you can download all the props for that. The barcode and everything's downloadable off the actual disc. Not downloadable, I must make that clear, but it's on the actual disc, so you can print stuff off the Orange Elephant, printable. So yeah, it's a great one. It is, quite honestly, I think the best one yet in terms of the number of usable effects, the stuff that's going to really seriously fool you, or at least provide you with jumping off points to create your own stuff. There's just, I think, as me and Gary have often said about these series, we've actively sought out little principles, things that are sort of hidden away, dragged them out of some forgotten tome, reworked them and made them usable again. As that's the whole goal of the Automata series, and of course everything must be self-working, which it is. Automata 3 is available right now to buy at www.full52.com. Get it while it's hot. See you next time.